Revolutionizing film editing, the impact of George Tomasini on the industry.
George Tomasini, born in 1909, Springfield, Massachusetts, faced early hardship with the loss of both his parents. Placed in foster care, he navigated a tumultuous upbringing before being steered toward priesthood by his foster parents. However, his wife Mary reflects, despite his altar boy past, George's true calling did not lie within the clergy. Prior to his collaboration with Alfred Hitchcock, George Tomasini spent several years under contract with Paramount. Tomasini and Hitchcock's partnership, which lasted from 1954 to 1964, resulted in 9 projects together, including Rear Window, Vertigo, North by Northwest, Psycho, and The Birds. Tragically, Tomasini's premature death at the age of 55 from a massive heart attack marked the end of their decade-long collaboration. Not only was he a groundbreaking editor, he was a joy to work with. His carefree demeanor, dapper appearance, and optimistic outlook on life were uplifting even for the most pessimistic among the people he worked with. Tomasini remains somewhat overlooked in the editing field, despite his significant contributions. Tomasini's skillful manipulation of time and space to intensify suspense played a pivotal role in defining the essence of Hitchcockian cinema, a term now deeply ingrained in the film industry. Arguably, this should be named after Tomasini, as he always got the first cut, and Hitchcock's films never reached the same amount of success after Tomasini's tragic death. Notably, in a 2012 ranking of the 75 best edited films of all time by the Motion Picture Editors Guild, based on a members' survey, Tomasini had 4 Hitchcock films listed: Psycho, Vertigo, Rear Window, and North by Northwest. No other editor had more than 3 films listed. If there was one scene to exemplify Tomasini's work, it would be the shower scene in Psycho. Approximately 45 seconds long, 52 camera setups, 78 cuts, and one killer dissolve, and Tomasini forever established himself as the editor of one of the most iconic scenes in horror and all of cinema. One thing that encapsulates Tomasini's raw talent is when one of the editors spoke about him only removing 4 or 5 frames to give the impression she is being slammed against the wall. This was groundbreaking at the time. It took a whole week to film, which was a third of the film's shooting schedule, and it was an obsession for the master of suspense. His dialogue overlapping and use of jump cuts for exclamation points was dynamic and innovative. George Tomasini's techniques would influence many film editors and filmmakers. Tomasini's adept utilization of techniques such as eyeline matches and montage theory has left a lasting impact on numerous filmmakers. A striking illustration of his editing expertise in generating tension is evident in Hitchcock's highly emulated scene in The Birds, where Melanie observes a bird sitting on a jungle gym. Tomasini skillfully intercuts between the gradual accumulations of birds on the jungle gym and Melanie's growing unease until the structure is completely overrun by birds. Here, through editing alone, Tomasini captivates the audience, drawing them deeper into the suspense of the moment. To conclude, George Tomasini was a pioneering figure whose impact on the editing industry reverberates to this day. Tomasini showcased an unparalleled mastery of his craft. His innovative editing techniques, characterized by meticulous attention to detail and a keen sense of timing, set new standards for suspenseful storytelling. Tomasini's ability to seamlessly blend visual, sound, and narrative propelled him into the forefront of his profession, earning him a widespread acclaim and influencing generations of editors. His legacy endures as a testament to the transformative power of editing in shaping cinematic experiences.